when life hands you lemons, you should probably play video games. Isn't that funny? Guest starring my son Dino here. He is almost 18 months old. A little update on my life. I got a new job. I've been in it for about a month now. I've been getting really into like retro handheld gaming. So I bought this recently and had to program it all myself to be able to support Pokemon, which is pretty much the only games I'm going to be playing on it. So I'm playing Pokemon Crystal right now on my Game Boy Color. I gotta show it to you. But while I do that, I'm on dad duty. So I got the kiddo with me. It's crazy because this is like the original Pokemon Crystal I bought when I was a kid. This I bought off of a friend with Pokemon Yellow back in 2012 for $30. And now this is worth $200 in my hand right now, which is crazy. I'm going to put this away though, bro. I'm making this for one reason only, and that's because I'm reminded of how important it is to stay consistent. But it's also okay to take a break, I guess. Basically, what I realized was with my last two videos, I kind of had like 2 months of just a grind. And it was just, I got the pool video done knowing that it would probably do pretty well. And then I planned and executed on a second video with the AI video. And it just, it did good. It didn't do as good as I would have liked, but oh well. Man, I was just tired. It was actually crazy. For both videos, when they dropped, the day I released them, so I scheduled them the night before, the day they dropped, I woke up with crazy migraine. I think it's because of lack of sleep and just not really sleeping that much. Because for the month leading up to each of those releases, I was just staying up almost till like 2 or 3, having to wake up at 7 in order to be with this guy. And it was just, my body caught up to me and just was like, okay, I think mentally it said, I know that you just finished what you were trying to accomplish. Now I'm going to hit you with with the reset button to make you really sleep. So like I would have to stay in bed like all day on the day those videos dropped. And I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, there's got to be a better way to do this. This isn't healthy. Plus, on top of that, new job. You probably heard about it in the last video, but update was I did get the job, and the transition was very hectic, as all new job transitions are. It's like you're learning a new thing, you're learning how to do a new job. Even though I knew what I'm doing, I didn't know how they wanted me to do it, right? So learning all of that was crazy. And it took me about 3 weeks. I'm still kind of learning too, but I finally feel like I'm getting into the rhythm. But two things happened that was really cool. One was my friend Caleb. He reached out to me and was just like, hey, Caleb Pickle. Shout out to Caleb Pickle if you're watching this. He reached out. He just said, hey, man, listen, I'm hanging out with some friends right now, and we're talking about your videos, and we love them. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Dino, come here. Dino. My son is going AWOL. I'm going to keep talking here, but we got to make sure we... Oh, here he is. Hey, Dino. We're back. But that was just really encouraging because it was like, okay, I haven't posted in like a month now, almost a month and a half, and people are still excited about videos that I'm making. That was pretty encouraging to me. And then 2, there's an event with Orlando Informer. No, hold on. There's an event for like where you can get into Universal or Islands of Adventure. Basically there's going to be like no waits because it's super hard to get, or it costs $200 to attend. Unlimited food and snacks, I think. I was really wanted to go because I knew that'd probably be good for me as an Orlando influencer, you know, or at least trying to be. And I never bought tickets because I was just lazy and procrastinated, honestly. Because it's in 2 weeks. So right now I'm filming this. It is May 24th, 2 days before Memorial Day. June 6th is the event. And so that's in a week and a half. Last week, I got an email and they invited me to go for free. Dino, isn't that crazy? That is crazy, bud. Yeah, I was amazed. And so this just kind of really spurred me. I filmed my Fort Wilderness video last week. I've been sitting on another video that I filmed about a month and a half ago about ranking the lowest rated Disney rides because I really want to train an editor to help me. Not to completely take over my videos, but I think if I'm going to post more than one video a month, I need some help. Like I need someone to help me in some shape or form. So I'm trying to figure out that rhythm, and I'm trying to be okay with just taking forever on that video because I know it's going to be good. I would rather spend the extra month, 2 months going back and forth with someone that I trust, who's an editor I previously would use with my business, Mercury Media. Up, you went up? Okay. And us kind of go back and forth on what I like, because he knows what I like for clients. He doesn't know what I like for myself, and we don't really know the process. Like, I've got all my footage. These projects are like almost 100 gigs, so it's like figuring out how do we set up proxies. Which if you don't know what proxies are, that's just like smaller version files. What does he do? Is he just finding selects, mainly, meaning is he just finding the good moments or the shots that could actually have a chance? Or is he actually editing? Is he adding graphics? Is he adding music? Who's doing what? Me and him are going to have to collaborate a lot. And so I'm just thinking I might as well start on that process, because it would be cool if for a good 6 months, it's like two videos a month. I make one, he makes one. And then we kind of like have a little challenge of like whose video does better. That way I still get to make my own videos. But I also get to bring someone in and collaborate. And then who knows, maybe if that works out, then he does 2 and I do 1, and eventually I'm just doing 1 video a month still, maybe 1 video every other month, and he's doing 2 to 3. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm bringing in another editor. I don't know. I don't think so. One thing I really want to start working on is shorts. But anyways, all that to say is some lessons that I've learned from this whole experience is the people on YouTube who crank out content. I think it's easy to kind of get annoyed with them or to be like, or to undervalue how hard it is to be consistent with this game. It is a consistency game, and it is hard to do if it's not your full-time job. If you're part-time in any shape or form, if you have to make money somewhere else, dude, it is hard. Even if you're full-time, it's still hard because you have a schedule you have to keep up with. And so, yeah, you kind of maybe are on like a little bit of a hamster wheel. But I think YouTube's moving away from like you have to post every week to, I think, if my thesis is correct, you guys tell me, people would rather wait an extra month to see a really good video. And a video that's going to stand out to them. People, I think even YouTube would rather you spend the extra time making sure the packaging is just right, making sure the idea is just perfect, spending a little bit more effort on the videos. Because that was something too, is I was like, why didn't my AI video do as well as my pool video? And then I was like, well, I put a lot more effort into that pool video. I went to all the Disney pools, well, almost all of them. Like that's just like an effort perception. Like the perception of effort on that pool video was probably way bigger than letting AI plan my day. So I mean, technically it was. Like, I just went and filmed for the day, whatever. I did a lot of work on the front end, preparing and planning for it. But going to every Disney pool, that's huge. So I think, for me, realizing there's going to be some videos that are just by nature bangers, and some videos by nature are going to be a little bit more, hey, this is a good video. Like, it's a good message, entertaining. People just want to see the good stuff. And then it's like, there's going to be a few where you just really go all out, and you don't have to hit a home run every single time. So that's kind of like what I'm kind of trying to focus on, is like getting some ground balls, little guy. And then there's a few bangers I've got cooking up in the noggin, but it's been a minute since I've